They're an increasingly indispensable part of education. But as millions of children return to school, parents are making tough decisions about the equipment they buy.
Parents are starting to shift their spending towards clothing and apparel that they know that their kids need, the essentials, and they might be shifting away from the consumer electronics, anything that they don't absolutely need right now. Maybe they'll buy that a little bit later.
Many of US President Donald Trump's biggest tariffs that would likely raise the cost of electronics have either been postponed pending negotiations or scaled back. But experts say they're nevertheless impacting consumer behavior.
Tariff pressures are top of mind, and so it's creating a lot of uncertainty in the market. So that is something that parents are actually thinking about as they go into the stores. I'm like, what is it going to be like later in the year?
At least the inflation crisis that peaked in 2022 is largely over, though prices are beginning to creep up in some sectors. And it's not just US parents feeling the pinch. When I see 8 notebooks for €24, it really hurts. French families benefit from a back-to-school allowance of up to €462. That's $536 per child, depending on income. But parents groups say the annual rise of that allowance hasn't kept pace with the cost of living increases. I know many will say you shouldn't have had children, but in my day there weren't as many supplies to buy, and they were much cheaper. If school supplies are a big outlay for parents, US teachers are also putting their own money on the line. One survey found they spent an average of $895 during the previous academic year. Owen, Fairclough, CGTN, Washington.